From time to time, it's normal to run into other human beings. And as you meet these other human beings, passing them in the supermarket and watching them as they drive by in their cars, you may think that they're like you. They roll out of bed with their hopes and dreams. They brush their teeth, they wash their hair just like you might. But you would be terribly, terribly wrong because hidden in plain sight, amongst the nuance of social interactions in our community, are truly terrible creatures. And every now and then, you might end up on a first date with them, and it would look a little something like this. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse Lyon, a licensed counselor who gives you the psychology behind pop culture. And today we're looking at one of the worst first dates that I've ever seen. It must have been going pretty bad from pretty early on because this person pulls out their phone, points the camera down so that they can't tell it's being recorded, and they start to record the conversation. And what unfolds might make your skin crawl. Let's analyze it from the point of a mental health counselor.
So like how do you expect to have like a wife and kids, but yet you don't want to like really provide, yet you don't want her to work?
You could tell that this conversation's been going on. I mean, the food's already been eaten a little bit. Like you can see the napkin and like whatever chocolate drizzle at the coffee shop that they're on. You could tell that she's like, did this guy just say what I think he said? Pulls out her phone, pretends to check, her text messages and clicks record because she's like, no way. She's like, I got to show my girlfriends this. This is insane. So she sets him up. She's like, did you say what you thought you said? And boys, if a girl ever sets you up like this and repeats back to you exactly what you said with this kind of tone, you better check yourself because what you said was probably stupid. Rethink it. Play it back, and let's look at where it goes.
How do you expect to have like a wife and kids, but yet you don't want to like really provide, yet you don't want her to work?
Well, I just think that she should find her own way to make her money.
Well, I just think that, people should.
For example, the government steals everybody.
So she sets him up and she's like, this doesn't make sense. Listen, 1 + 1 does not equal 3, right? If I'm not working and you want to be a lazy bones, how are we going to make any money? Right? And then this guy goes, well, actually, the government steals everybody's taxes. Launches into a whole conspiracy spoof. Like, what are we talking about?
Everybody's taxes. Find a way to take your money back from the government. If you can.
So his solution for you making money while not working is to steal back your taxes. Oh, I forgot. If I commit tax fraud, I don't have to have a 9-to-5 job. Silly goose am I.
You can't do that, then you deserve to live in the streets.
If I don't commit tax fraud, I deserve to live on the streets. This is this guy's maxim premise. This is this guy's foundation for a marriage. Let's just get that straight. My wife needs to stay at home and not work. She needs to commit tax fraud in order to make enough income so I don't have to work while also taking care of all the chores and all the kids. Right.
So you want a wife and kids, and you want to be the provider. You want her to be home and be a homemaker.
Exactly.
But you're not gonna give her spending money, like if she needs to go get groceries.
I'm gonna just give her.
What? This is why you shouldn't vape, kids. The vaping generation, the Monster Energy drinks. There's only 2 brain cells this guy's got left in his brain, and it's you could see him just trying to rub it together like a Neanderthal man, trying to start a little spark of fire to give him some warmth in the rain and the thunderstorm of the toxicity raging inside of his brain, the hormones. I mean, he's not getting anywhere. He's not getting anywhere. I'm gonna just give her the basics.
The basics. If she can live off the basics, she's fine. Otherwise, you're just asking for too much. The basics is
if you don't live off the basics, you're asking for too much. So, right. Of course. Life is not meant to be enjoyed. You're meant to just do your job because you belong to me and you should make my life easy.
Pampers.
I love the first thing is like, what are the necessities? Pampers, you're going to need to change the baby shit. That's your job. That is what value I see in you as a human being.
Food and clothes. That's
about it.
Really.
Pamper, food, and clothes.
Yes.
Are you gonna?
Why? I mean, if this is a job interview, what do we got? What do we got? Vision. We got dental. We got healthcare coverage, right? Do I get time off? Do I get leave requests? Do I get paid vacation? You know, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like marriage with you is not as great as working for Walmart. At least they've got, 401k match. Do you got that?
Is she allowed to like meet up with her friends and have like coffee?
Absolutely not.
I love that. That's the absolutely not. He's like no. Let me jump in on this one. This one's clear. This one's obvious. I can interrupt you here. Absolutely not. Well, what is she supposed to do all day?
So
she's at home focusing on our family, and that's about it. She has no reason to go anywhere else, honestly.
What?
And you think that's okay? Like you?
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it is.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. That's the way it's supposed to be. What? It's just I don't know how to feel. Obviously, it's toxic and obviously it's super mean, but at the same time, there's a level of stupidity and a level of poor intelligence that you have to reach to be able to think these things. And it's more than just work. Like you can't even work to think this way. Like you have to be born with some kind of like disability or some kind of like problem inside your brain to get to this type of thinking. Like even a moment of like life experience or like interacting with another human being would cause you to realize that this doesn't make any sense. It's pure delusion, like levels of schizophrenia and psychosis here to be able to think this way. And so this medication management may be on the horizon here. Some kind of professional mental health help is absolutely prescribed for this kind of individual. It's just interesting because there has to be a certain mix of like incel with sheltered with privileged. Like even if you had some kind of adverse experience in your life, like you had to struggle to like earn enough money to buy the thing that you wanted, you would know that this doesn't make any sense. But it's like this perfect storm of stupidity that, every now and then you meet a person who just crawls out from under the bridge and has this perfect storm of stupidity where they haven't had to make anything on their own. They haven't interacted with anybody. They just live in mom's basement and they just, get everything handed to them, and it allows them to continue to think this way. It's truly fascinating. And I guess you either have to get curious and look at it like a rare form of bird in the subtropics, or you have to be incredibly frustrated and you have to hate all men. So choice is up to you, I suppose.
So basically, you want her to be a slave, just to be at home, cook, clean for you.
Some people might think of it like that.
That's.
I love his response. So you want her to be a slave? He's like, you could think about it like that. You could think about it like that.
That's modern day slavery, basically.
Some people think of it like that, but you know what? It is what it is.
Okay, so.
Damn. It is what it is. He doesn't even have a defense for it. It's just like, I mean, I guess if you want to think of it as slavery, you could go ahead and do that. I feel like it's the same thing that happened in history when, the Southerners were like, but they live a happy life. We feed them, we clothe them. It's like slavery is not so bad. Violating the basic freedoms and rights of a human being is not so bad. What are you talking about, dude? Like, what on the hell?
So if you don't want to pay for those things, does that mean we're splitting the bill? Like we're gonna split the bill.
Get it, girl? Yeah. What, you go pay for this?
Yes.
So today, yeah, and today we're gonna split the bill. We're gonna split the bill on this coffee and pastry. Oh my gosh. What do you think? How does somebody get this way? And what is it that you would do in this type of situation? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, like and subscribe to the video. It helps spread mental health content and awareness to others who might need it most. Who knows? Somebody may have been on a date like this and thought, well, maybe they deserve a second chance. Show them this video. Give them the encouragement. Let them know that a professional says, run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This is not a person that, you need anywhere close to you, leave it to the professionals. Give them my business card and say, hey, go talk to somebody who can help straighten you out. I ain't got time for this. I can't have any space for this in my life. I got to keep myself on my own damn journey toward health and prosperity. And you, sir, are not it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.